Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew over there. Drew likes to start each show with a huge yawn just to really get into the mood.
It's Pavlovian. Your voice goes, pow, I'm into the yawn. That's it.
Drew's just sitting here drinking his coffee, reading his faxes, and then I start speaking, and he's like, Jimmy Eat World. Oh, wait a minute. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist, right?
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy Eat World is our guest tonight. Jim Atkins and Tom Linton are both here from the band. We have not met. Is that true? Have we?
We go way back, man. Golfing all the time.
We have not met.
Oh, good. It's always so embarrassing when I introduce myself to someone.
Occasion.
I'm actually
the third time.
I think you can sort of gauge your life by whether you're glad you've met somebody or not. I always breathe a sigh of relief when I realize I hadn't met somebody because it means I hadn't screwed up in front of them before. That's this goes along with my other theory of your life is bad when the phone rings and you don't answer it, and your life is bad when the phone rings and you dive on it and answer it in the first ring.
Yes, all bad.
It's that 2.5 to 3 ring zone that we're all looking for. That balance is what we're looking for in our life.
How many times did I introduce myself to Crystal Method?
Oh,
how many times?
But the most uncomfortable thing about this job is every year during the acoustic Christmas when Drew and I are sitting around and the boys from Crystal Method come by and Drew introduces himself to Ken of Crystal Method, who's been on the show like 11 times. That's always, and you can't even hide behind the veil of booze like I do.
No, I can't. I'm not even loaded.
The thin veil of booze.
I can always claim I'm looking at the stripper. Who's always next to him.
Who he always brings in. Yeah, Bleed American is the name of the CD, and this thing was not titled after the recent events. It was titled long before that, but it was aptly titled and well titled. It worked out. I don't mean you're glad about the events, but I just mean it's a good title these days. Yeah?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
I'm trying to interview the band. I don't know. You're glad you titled it that?
Well,
must be somebody else's CD you're reading the title of.
It says it right there.
That's the name.
CD.
That's the name of the record, but it has nothing to do with anarchism or how to throw hand grenades or
I take it as
type of band.
is a compliment. I mean, I don't take it as a bad thing. I say bleeding red, white, and blue. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if that's how you meant it, but it'd be a good angle now.
Well, we don't really think there's one good or bad or correct or incorrect interpretation for it. It's kind of just what you get from it.
And I was just looking at your tour dates, and you're going abroad pretty soon here in the next month, London and Germany and Switzerland and Italy, and is all that still on?
Yeah. As far as we know, it's still on.
Because it's going to be interesting to get the vibe from that part of the world on the recent events.
Yeah, we're going out with Blink-182, so I guess if they decide that they don't want to go, we probably might back out of it.
Blink's been a little freaked out lately, haven't they?
Have they?
We'll see.
They canceled a whole bunch of shows after the event.
Yeah, but everyone canceled everything after the event.
But it's our job to make people happy, I think.
Yeah,
put a smile on the kids' faces out there.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I would assume, seeing as how it's been 20 days, I think, since the tragedy, and it's now going to be a month and 20 days by the time you guys get ready to go overseas, I'm sure Blink will be ready to go.
Yeah, I hope so.
This is Mark from Blink-182, and you are listening to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on Loveline. I have a really big dick.
Oh, my God. I can't believe we let him on the show. So we'll hear something from Jimmy Eat World, and we'll talk a little more about the CD and hear a few cuts off of that one in the 11 o'clock hour, and then the other one in the 10 o'clock hour, as we normally do. Drew?
Yep.
You doing good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You got some calls? You guys know how the show goes?
Yes.
We've heard it a couple times, yeah.
You have? All right.
Many a times.
All right. Amanda?
Yes.
You're 19?
Yep.
What's up?
Okay. This is what's going on. My husband gives me oral sex, and as he's giving it to me, it feels really, really good, obviously. And I feel like I'm going to urinate on him.
Right.
And I fight it, and I fight it, and I fight it, and finally I go. It leaves this little puddle. It feels good. I feel like I have an orgasm. I smell it. It's not urine. It doesn't smell like urine. My question is, what is it?
Still could be urine. I mean, I guess the ultimate experiment would be to take some vitamins and see if you get any yellow in the fluid. But because there is such a thing as female orgasmic incontinence, but it's also likely to be just female ejaculation. There's a bunch of fluid you can produce down there, and it's not uncommon at all.
But it feels like she's going to urinate.
Yeah, it feels like that, and
That's why I think it might be urine still.
I think it's pee.
We're going with pee because it's more humiliating than a female ejaculate. Although female ejaculate is a close second to urine on the human substance
It's all
chart.
fine. It's normal. Man, it's fine, okay? Is your husband okay with it?
Yeah, he's okay with it. He gets mad whenever I hold back and I push him away and I stop him so I don't climax, and because that's the only way I can climax is if I just let it all out. So,
Yeah. Well, but have you hit him before with this?
have I what?
Have you hit him with this urine/female ejaculate?
Has he been struck?
You mean splashed?
Yeah.
No,
I
struck.
have, and
Doused.
Yeah, I have, and he doesn't say it tastes bad or anything like that. So
Yeah. Hey, listen, listen, ladies. Let me tell you. Let me give you a little insight to guys. Guys do stuff like eat snot for $10 and stuff growing up.
Throw poo at each other.
Well, I don't know. I think we may be the only ones who did that.
What?
Yeah. True. Don't bring that up. Come on, buddy. I told you that in confidence when I was drunk on a plane.
And not just throwing
What
poo,
about
but
your Hippocratic oath?
crap into each other's hats,
Someone crapped in my Rams
on your
beanie.
doorsteps.
Somebody
Yeah.
crapped
Did you put
on
it
my
on?
doorstep. No, he handed it to me like it was a lunch sack. It was one of those. Remember those old extended ski beanies that were like 2 feet long with the ball of yarn? I had one that had Rams on it. My buddy Ray borrowed it, and when I told him to give it back, he said, "Oh, I got it for you." And he handed it to me like it was a lunch sack, and inside it was a nice little present for me. I guess it was my fault for asking for it back.
Throw your hat back. Yeah, how dare you?
The point
how
is,
dare you?
The point is guys do stuff. I mean, they eat weird stuff for money.
And they like seeing the spoils of their efforts.
Right.
Right?
They know you're not faking it when they got a mouth full of whiz.
They like producing something.
Right. So don't worry about him. He'll tell you if he's got a problem. Joe?
Yes.
You're 30?
I am.
What's up?
I've been having, problems sleeping and dealing with everything since the tragedies. I live in New York.
You live in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Do you live near it?
Well, I live on the Upper East Side, so it's far away, but I work in the financial industries.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew, half a dozen guys at Canner, and, our traders are leaving the desks to go to services every day.
Wow.
And it's like, I know you guys both came here, but, you're hanging out in the hotel, and you go down to Ground Zero, and you kind of see it as a tourist. I don't know if you walk through Grand Central, there's like a 40-foot wall of missing.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not, I don't know, it's foreign.
Yeah.
Home is now a foreign place.
Huh. Interesting statement.
And, I don't know how to deal with it. All my friends, I haven't been sleeping well.
Did you grow up there?
Yeah.
So what makes home foreign? Why does it feel like you're not
safe anymore?
Because it's not safe. That's right. The home you thought you lived in, the safety you thought you lived in, it wasn't real.
Right.
It was a fantasy.
Well, it is weird. I got back from New York yesterday, and I stayed on the 43rd floor of a hotel the entire time, and spent a week there just sort of looking down out of the window 43 floors. And about once a night when I was about to fall asleep, I would think to myself, what if this goddamn place was on fire? I'm on the 43rd floor.
Yeah, I was on the 50th. I thought the same thing.
And I'm out here for a crappy Friar's roast. What an idiot I would be. But the point is as a human, you have to just push through it. I mean, I know that sounds trite, but what I mean is you can't go out in your pajamas and sleep on the sidewalk. You have to trust in the system and the powers that be and the system that's in place, and you have to push through.
But it's also spawned a whole host of emotions that I don't know how to deal with, like mostly anger. That, you want to see people dragged through the streets and hangings. I mean, not that I'm going to be one of these retards that go into a gas station and shoot a Sikh because he's wearing a turban. I mean, you know, not everybody is behind this, obviously. There's a few groups of people around the world, and we got to smoke them out of their holes and hunt them down. But it's like, now I have this anger I don't know how to deal with.
Where do you think the anger's coming from? I mean, what is the, other than obviously you're angry at somebody for sort of popping your view of your home.
Right. It's
piercing your idealized image of safety and what you thought New York was about.
Right.
And you're angry. And then people deal with that in two ways. One is some people get fearful of the aggression they feel, and they want to be completely away from aggression. Other people get really into it, like Joe is.
Yeah.
And Joe, here's the one thing that works. These are normal reactions. They are healthy reactions. You may yet develop a true post-traumatic stress reaction, which you're sort of on the road to. And the best way to avoid that is to talk and connect with people that are close to you, and talk and talk and talk, and develop kind of a survivor story about what you've been through and what happened and how you feel about it. Don't wall off to the feelings, even the aggressive feelings. Just talk about it with people. You're going to feel guilt for having survived. You're going to feel guilt for not being able to do more. You're going to feel a lot of feelings. But the more you talk about and process those feelings, the less linger there will be from this whole thing, and the better you'll be able to get over it.
You know, it's ironic. I put them on hold, and then you talked and talked and talked about talking. But
I know. I would have talked to him had you left him on the air.
Can't talk. But you know, do as we say, not as we do. That's what I say.
No, do as we do and say.
Oh, do and say. And here's the other thing too. I had speaking of talking, I was talking to my funny and talented partner Jimmy Kimmel about this whole tragedy, and everyone's freaked out, especially when you're in New York and you're traveling and you're trying to go about your business. But I said, here's the reality of it. Most, there may be more terrorist attacks coming, but statistically, you probably have a greater chance of being a victim of a carjacking or some form of street crime than you do of being a victim of a terrorist attack. And because of the big police presence and the airport security and you're in New York where there is some crime, but there's no crime now because there's cops on every corner.
Did I not tell you that? Every corner. You notice that?
Yeah. Well, now I believe you. I had to go out there and check it out for myself, but now I'm here to verify that. But I said the ironic thing is most of the populace, and probably the populace of New York, will probably end up statistically being safer because they had a higher likelihood of being stabbed on the street by some thug who wanted their wallet, and it's not going to go down. I know it doesn't soothe people that well, but if you're just playing a numbers game...
I'm still trying to understand what these people are trying to accomplish, unless they plan to knock off 100 million people. I mean, what is the game plan here?
Talking about the terrorists?
Yeah.
Kill Whitey.
But are they going to try to kill
Americans?
Americans, yeah.
But I mean...
I don't know.
What did we do?
It's not us, it's you. What did you do?
What did I do?
It's your fault, Tom.
Well, you basically... Here's what we did. I mean, they talk about everything. They talk about our Middle East policies and our decadent lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. But here's the reality. They're miserable. We're happy. And they cannot stand seeing us being happy for too long. And they got to make us a little bit miserable. They must rain on our parade just a little bit. I really do. I mean, when you break it down to just a pure humanistic standpoint, I think that part of the world looks at this part of the world as one big orgy with a Sylvester Stallone movie at the end. And we're all just driving.
They're spoiling our party.
We're driving like canary yellow Hummers everywhere. It's just like one big booty video. And we're going down the street with lots of gold around our neck, and we're just humping every hot 15-year-old blonde and just eating until we can't eat anymore, and then stuffing some more in and then purging afterwards so we look good. I mean, we're just so big and fat and rich and good-looking, and I think they can't stand it. I think it kills them. I think that's that's what's behind it psychologically and ultimately, because the religious thing is just a crazy fundamental excuse and an excuse to attack us. I think they don't like us. We spend everything, we use everything, we hump everything. They don't like that. We're having a good time. That's the deal.
You only live once.
Right. And as I was saying to Drew, I think off the air yesterday, because as you know, as I say on the show all the time, we have all the good conversations off the air, so keep listening. But I was saying, oh, now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying to you off
Humping
the air about?
everything
Oh, humping. Yes, humping. No.
Driving home?
Humping
Or
everything.
No, we were saying it in the studio.
what were we talking about?
And, here's what I was saying. If they really believed what they believe, that we were the infidels and that we were bound for hell because of our decadent lifestyle, why wouldn't they just leave us alone and let us go to hell?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? I mean, if they knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that in a few short years they'd be with Allah humping virgins, and this entire country, including parts of Canada, would be in hell because of our decadent lifestyle, wouldn't you just be smiling where you are going, enjoy the party, guy, because you're going to burn in hell? I don't think they really believe it, because they wouldn't want to get rid of us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Why not just let us die and go to hell? All right. Paul?
Yes.
You're 34?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Actually, me and my wife were talking about me getting a vasectomy
Right.
because she got pregnant 2 years ago with our first daughter, and she was on the pill. And she's pregnant now, and she was on the Depo-Provera shot.
Wow.
And so we're thinking the only other option we have now is either to get her tubes tied or me to get a vasectomy.
That's incredible. That's pretty rare.
Well, was she taking any antibiotics or anything?
No.
Did she screw up? She was taking it right?
No other medication?
No, the Depo, she got her first shot, then 3 months later she went in and got a second shot. About 2 weeks after that second shot, we found out that she was pregnant.
Did
She wasn't a week or two late on that second shot?
Actually, she was a week early.
Did you have the kid?
We have our first daughter, and we're expecting the next one in January.
So is the first kid the Depo kid?
First one is the birth control kid.
Oh.
Well, maybe you ought to get a vasectomy and a tubal ligation. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like our folks are to the point that, we shouldn't even be in the same room breathing on each other.
No kidding.
You say breathing or breeding?
That's what causes it. But that first kid could be the Messiah. I mean, a kid fought overwhelming odds to come into this world.
No, really, it's the second one, because the first one, that occasionally, rarely happens, but to hit it again.
The second one's the Depo kid?
Yeah. I mean, that's a second hit. That's when it's broken through another.
Is the second one a boy?
We had an ultrasound done last week, but they could not tell the sex because the fetus was actually sitting in like an Indian squat.
And there was this bright light emanating from him, and they couldn't quite see.
Name him Depo anyway. It worked for a boy or girl. That'd be a cool name, wouldn't it?
Depot.
Not just Depo.
If you get the flu or something, does it cancel it out? Or
No, shouldn't.
No way, huh?
Paul,
Weird.
listen, vasectomy is probably the quickest, easiest thing.
I know it's like a 2 to 5 week recovery for tubes tied, and it's like 2 to 5 days for...
vasectomy is pretty quick and easy and effective.
After watching the first pregnancy, she goes through enough with that.
Thank you.
It's much better for me to do it that
I
way.
agree. I'm with you.
All right, Paul. Good times.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
hey.
His demon seed has done enough damage.
Yeah, and a vasectomy must be quite a bit cheaper.
I don't know that. Probably.
It seems easier.
It seems easier.
Your nuts are on the outside.
Right, you're right.
It's the difference between working on the crankshaft and working on the rearview mirror of the car. You don't have to pop the hood and dig around underneath the hood. You're just sitting there and get right to it.
You take anything out or off.
I'm looking forward to the day when you can drop your balls off. You know what I mean? Catch a ride home.
Just leave them at house if you know you're going somewhere you might get you into trouble, and then pick them up later on or something like that.
It's not like you need them all the time. You could go out.
Well, they're quite a nuisance a lot of the time.
I'm saying you could make a liquor store run. You wouldn't need your balls.
Yeah, if you're going for like a good swim time or something.
Leave the balls.
Yeah.
Leave them in the locker though. I'd bring them to the Y.
Yeah, definitely bring them.
There are some security issues here.
Then some gay guy breaks into your locker, gets hold of your balls. You gotta buy it back from him, and God knows what he does to them.
Some people
he has them.
Some people
and then he
eat
eats your
them, right?
balls. I'm telling you, you're right.
It's like a delicacy.
I've eaten them.
Jim is right. You've eaten balls?
I've eaten cow balls.
You have?
I call them Rocky Mountain oysters. In Wyoming, they serve them everywhere.
I know, but what are you thinking?
Nasty.
They're good.
No.
Yes.
No way.
No.
They serve them
No.
like French fries.
No, they don't serve them like French
I
Yes,
fries.
saw it
they
on
do.
one of those TV shows. Where
You go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
No.
Yes.
Listen, you don't get a burger and they ask you whether you want the fries, the slaw, or the nuts.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, they do
You've
not.
never been to Jackson Hole, I can tell.
I know, but this
Somebody
is why I'm
call
so
from
much
Jackson
smarter
Hole.
than you.
Somebody
yes,
call.
I'm not saying you can't get them there, but it's not like you want the fries or the nuts.
There is the Cowboy Bar right there in Jackson Hole. That's the thing. Fries or Rocky Mountain.
All right,
Orchard.
well, it's like a novelty place. So how many do you eat? You get a basket of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like fries.
sick.
They deep fry them?
Yeah.
You see,
That's-
anytime they deep fry something, it means it's a little dicey. That's the same with calamari.
Potatoes.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only example of that. I mean, the other stuff, I mean, you couldn't have cow nuts that weren't deep fried.
No.
It tastes like hell.
I would think so.
Are they salty?
No. They taste like fried eggplant kind of.
And what do you do? Just
Salty?
you pop them one at a time?
Well, it's all sliced. It's all cross sectioned.
And what'd you do? Then you went back to the hotel and just raped the ass out of your wife? Honey, I ate 26 cow balls. Stand back. I'll blow you through the wall.
It's like Viagra.
I mean, you were really pumped up, right? Did you
that was
feel
the
anything?
idea. That was the idea.
Well,
Because a lot of
wasn't
people
it?
eat that stuff. No,
All right.
you don't.
Oh, jeez. Don't
Is that like a natural Viagra?
No.
Can't they? I'll tell you. And you know what? That's not a Jew item, but it sounds like it should be a Jew item, the cow ball. Because they like the tongue and the brain and the liver. And
or
they
maybe
get-
Chinese, right?
yeah, well, the
rhino horn.
Chinese would eat it to give them a little virility. Mike,
Yeah.
you're 21?
Yep.
You're on with Jimmy Eat Cowball World.
I just really, really got to thank Jimmy Eat World because, especially the past few months of my life, I've been, like, almost suicidal to the point, and I've always looked at them and, like, they're lyrically, really related to them. And especially, these past few months, I just having problems with work and girlfriend and stuff. And a praise course just taught me to get myself up and kick my ass and get, out of the house. And
Oh boy.
Like cuss on the radio?
Well, thanks a lot. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, no.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hope you doing better now.
We'll hear a little something from Jimmy Eat World when we come back, and you guys can tell me during the commercial about a praise course, because I'm curious about that after this. Hey, there we go. This is my riff. What was I saying about this riff last night, bro?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. No, I did say something good.
Wasn't this one though?
Yeah, I said I
Oh.
want. Oh, Drew,
sorry.
you're such a horrible human being. You don't even do bad radio.
No,
You're
I'm
just
sorry.
bad-
I thought it was something much later in the show.
just a bad person.
No.
You're a bad person. No, that was Jimmy Eat World. I said I wanted this to be the
Your
song,
theme song,
that
yeah.
played as I entered restaurants and clubs.
Like your entrance.
As I made an entrance, and not just to the Tonight Show. I mean, just walked into my living room. Maybe like when I step out of the shower. Hey, everybody, I'm in my town. Wouldn't it be nice to have your song as you stepped into places? People know you were coming.
Your own personal jingle, kind of.
Yeah, like you were a product.
Like a leitmotif.
Hey, everybody, it's Adam.
Uh-oh, now here comes Drew. Jim and Tom are both here from Jimmy Eat World. We're going to hear that song? We'll take a call, and then we'll hear that song, yeah. All right, let's talk to Deanna.
Hi.
Hey, you're 16. What's up?
Yeah, I just want to start off saying that, Drew, you're a totally cool guy, and Adam, you're so hilarious.
Thanks, Cuddles.
And my question is for Jimmy Eat World. I just want to say I'm a really big fan of you guys, and I saw you guys at the Glass House on the 12th. You guys really rocked.
Oh, excellent, thanks.
Did they play my theme song?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh.
My favorite song of you guys is For Me This Is Heaven, and I was wondering what the meaning of that song is and, who wrote the lyrics and all that.
Well, I wrote the lyrics.
Oh, cool.
I guess it's kind of for me, this is heaven. Wow, I'm so used to we've been playing our new songs so often that it's kind of nice to hear someone talking about an older song For me, this is heaven. It's about chicks and stuff, I guess.
He was in the 8th grade when he wrote it, so.
Very esoteric, Danny. You understand? It's very heady topics.
Yeah. We're just having this conversation off the air.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, thanks for the call, by the way,
It's a puckish
Dana.
satire of contemporary mores.
I have the feeling that we have artists in here all the time, and people ask them what this song meant or what they were thinking, and the feeling I get, and Drew, you tell me if this is your feeling too, is the artist does not want to disappoint the person who's calling by telling them what they were thinking when they wrote it.
It's a secret.
Right, that's what they always say.
Right.
Well, it's whatever you want it to mean.
Yep.
Here's the basic feedback, although you gave a very honest response, and I commend him for that. The basic
Sort of
feedback to our callers is, don't ask that question.
No, because
It means whatever you think it means.
yes, it means whatever feeling it evokes in you is what it means. All right, let's talk to... And then we're going. You want to hear a song? Yeah, let's hear a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You queued up there, Anderson?
Your song, as a matter of fact, right?
Oh, yeah. The Adam Carolla theme song.
With like chicken wire.
Right, because they're great. I mean, in a way, it's a compliment, but on the other hand, you're scared you might get hurt or they might get hurt.
Exactly. The fear fun factor.
Yeah, like a lot of crowd surfing and stuff during the big crescendo at the end.
Right, with the glass breaking and, yeah.
Right. All right, this one is called Bleed American. That one's called Ode to Adam. It's Jimmy Eat World off
Adam's
the
theme.
Bleed American CD. I love that song. And we got Jim and Tom here from the band. We will hop back to the phones. And do you want to talk to this guy?
The kid?
The guy with the nuts?
It's an important thing to talk to him about. Make it quick.
All right.
Huh?
I'm looking for some... I haven't had a big boob call
Hey, you like this one.
what feels like forever.
You'll like this.
Forever. Forever.
All right. Tara.
Tara, do you understand that?
You hear what he said?
A big boob call.
He needs one. Okay.
She's
She's very sensitive to your needs there. She's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lacey,
Yes,
you're 19.
yes.
What's up?
Well, my boyfriend has this weird fetish of me peeing on his face.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Golden shower.
Where's he from?
He's from Idaho.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I knew it. Idaho, really?
Yeah.
By way of France, or...
Boise.
He's an American guy. Oh,
Yeah.
Boise.
Yeah.
Same place. France, Idaho, Boise. So,
He gets all, violent. He's like, do it now! Brah! And, screams at me.
Oh, boy. Is he, all pierced up and tat?
Well, he has a couple piercings, but nowhere that are, odd places.
do you pee on him?
Well, I have occasionally.
How does that work?
What does that do for you?
In his mouth?
Not in his mouth, on his face.
What's that do for you?
Oh, it's weird.
This is that thing. We remember you said weren't you talking to
Larry Flint?
Larry Flint about this? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
This is a real trend we're hearing.
Yeah, Larry wanted me to take a dump on him.
No.
What?
What you were saying about what you were seeing
I wasn't
in his
talking about
magazine.
that on the air. That's right. Oh, man, that was embarrassing. I was saying there's a trend in these magazines of people whizzing on each other.
Well, girls whizzing on
or just whizzing in general. And I was yelling at Larry, who not only publishes Hustler, but Jugs and Busty and these other magazines he gives me, but also some weird things like yachting and PC computer magazines and stuff. The guy's really got a lot of irons in the fire.
Big Brother, too, I think.
Really?
Doesn't... I
Big Brother?
I heard a rumor.
I
love him.
Larry does everything, but talk, really. He really sounds like Truman Capote did a year after he died. But I was saying, what's up with the urination? Because it's in all your magazines now, and I can't believe that more than 10% of the males who are looking at these magazines want to see people whizzing on each other.
Hepatitis, right?
Right.
I'm not to say, but what's that, Lacey?
I don't understand what it does for him.
No, we don't either. That was the point. And in fact, what Larry Flint's response was that a couple of pictures appeared and they had this huge response. We started adding more response, and so it's got some momentum behind it. So clearly it does something from a fetishistic standpoint for people that have some kind of aggression that they act out in their sexual life. Is he otherwise normal sexually?
Yeah. And I just don't want it to, like, turn into me, like, crapping on his face or something.
Yeah, we don't want that. No. We don't want that either.
It may be uncomfortable, but it would certainly stop his urination request if you let a nice brownie go on
trump
it.
or maybe dump.
I'm saying I think it would slow him, take a little of the wind out of his sail.
Yes.
What about doing that, Lacey?
No.
Could you do that?
I don't know.
Just a pebble.
All right, so let me get this straight. Where does he lie down on his back?
Yeah.
Do you throw down a tarp or something?
Well, you know those little training pads for puppies that you leave in, like, a bathroom or something?
Good times.
Right.
One of those.
And you just squat over him?
Yeah.
And how close do you get to him?
Not too close. You know, like, if you're camping and girls squat to go pee?
Right.
About that length.
Hold on. Let me picture me camping and then
You know,
watch.
and you go camping with girls and they squat to go pee.
Yeah, but they never let me watch them. They don't whiz on the fire. They go around to the back of the tree.
Just squatting.
Okay.
Normal squatted.
Just basic squat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Like you'd be on the toilet, except for the toilet's not there.
Basic squattage.
Okay. And, you know, women, it comes out with some degree of force, too, right?
There's sort of a flow rate.
We can make it come out pretty fast.
And do you have to then line it up once it gets going? Because I imagine initially you're not on target.
It depends on if I'm aiming or I just go.
Right. Now, is he beating off while you're doing this?
Yes, and then he climaxes as I do it.
Oh,
so you have to...
I'm sorry. That's bizarre.
See...
You have to get the timing right, though,
Lacey,
right?
one thing we've learned from this show...
Wait a minute. He's beating off, right?
Yeah.
And you're holding your urine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, hold on, not yet, not yet.
There's foreplay involved before then, and then before his climax, I go do what I need to do, and then he's like, oh, yeah, freaks out, and then there we go.
Freaks out.
Yeah, but what I mean is he wants to climax while you're whizzing on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't he have to kind of keep him, get himself close before you start?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a lot of pressure. I couldn't handle that.
You, the ninja?
I got someone ringing my doorbell. I can't squeeze one off. I couldn't imagine.
Well, Lacey, one thing we've learned...
I couldn't imagine doing it while I was being urinated on.
Is
What's foreplay? You put a toilet brush up his ass or something?
No. Just like, normal foreplay, touching, feeling, groping.
Okay.
Licking.
One thing we've learned is that people don't have... sort of
things don't exist in a vacuum.
They don't exist as an isolated phenomenon. In other words, this means there's other aspects of his character structure, and not that he's a bad person, but that he's got some issues.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to hang out. Would anyone want to hang out with this guy?
No way.
No.
I'm fascinated. I might.
Drew would, but he's writing a book. What?
He did say he had, like, a really bad childhood. I mean, he was out of the house when he was 13 on his own and stuff. And
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a lot about aggression.
All right.
A lot.
All right. Hang out. Enjoy yourself. Can you guys not have kids for, say, 100 years?
Oh, don't plan on it.
Good.
Well,
don't get pregnant.
That's one advantage to this little technique they've got. No actual genital contact.
Right. That's
good.
All right.
Enjoy.
It's beautiful. You guys should come out with some sort of video calling, like Finding the Passion Again. Something like that. Oh, I'll tell you, sex. You know what I really enjoy about sex is it can be the most beautiful thing in the world. It can be the most putrid, vile, foul thing in the world, and it's usually the latter that we talk about on this show. All right, should we take a break?
But one man's putrid vile is another man's beautiful act.
That's very true. Yeah. We'll take a little break.
Except it isn't. I don't believe that.
I want to rinse my mouth, but I got to pee, too.
I need a shower.
All right, I'll give you one.
Okay.
Oh, get down. Oh. Lie down on that puppy tray.
I'm never going to hug anybody again.
No, you shouldn't have been doing it before. This is the risk you run. Jimmy Eat World is here. We'll take ourselves a little break. We'll be back. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew over there. Be Real from Cypress Hill. And Steven from the Deftones is going to be in here tomorrow night. Jim and Tom are both here from Jimmy Eat World. Somebody sent me a box. Drew thought there might be food in it, so he busted it open.
Tom's weekday.
What is up with you and food, Drew?
Game on lately. Tommy Vu tape.
Oh, okay. Someone sent me Tommy Vu tape. Tommy Vu is did the world's greatest real estate, no money down, late night infomercial from many years ago, and he was the guy from Vietnam who used to. He'd yell at you to call you a pussy, basically, if you didn't buy things.
He says, this is a good get-rich-quick plan because life is too short to get rich slow.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. Not enough people remember Tommy. You guys remember Tommy Vu?
I don't think so.
I think he was like indicted on some RICO act or something a few years ago and pulled off the air. But he was great. Drew, you don't remember this?
Never
guy?
saw him.
Sitting in that big mansion in Florida. Had all those coke whores around him. He'd stand next to his Ferrari and he'd go, "You see this Ferrari? That's my toy." He talked about how poor he was and how him and his family came over in a coffee can from Vietnam. He had a picture of him washing dishes. You see picture? I like when people do that, by the way, like rich people. Like, they show you a picture when they're 17 and doing yard work. Right. That was me. Yeah, that was you in high school. Donald Trump could find a picture where he was emptying some garbage when he was 15, you know. Everyone shows a picture of themselves working, and it was like, see, that used to be me. Yeah, it was before puberty, though. I mean, there's a few Carnegies and Rockefellers that might not have that picture in their photo album, but doesn't everyone else have a story about working at a McDonald's or doing some yard work or mowing a lawn at some point?
He's probably still getting paid, too. Taking the trash out.
He's taking the trash out in prison. All right, anyway.
Kim.
Let's talk to Kim. And just one time, I really would like to go seriously purchase some real estate with no money down. Because I'm just convinced I'd be laughed right out of the office if I did that. Yeah, I'd like to purchase this property. I'm prepared to offer nothing. Thank you. I think Tommy Vu said it was okay. Kim?
Hi.
You're 40?
Yes.
What's up?
Not much. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing good, thanks.
Great. Adam, I love you guys and what you guys do, and Adam, it's not the same when you're not there.
Well, thank you.
Last week, it just, Stryker doesn't cut it.
Zip it, you nag! No, yeah, listen, I love Stryker, but he sucks.
He does.
He sucks so
he tries
bad.
to be you, but he fails.
No, listen, I like Stryker, and I would pass judgment on him, but I didn't hear any of the shows because I was in New York drunk.
Shut up, Carolla. Hairy bastard.
There he is. So what's up there, Kim?
Okay, well, I do have a real problem. I've got a 19-year-old son, and well, he's almost 20. In a few months, he'll be 20, and he drinks alcohol every day. Now, he doesn't drink it in the morning or, like, during the afternoon because he does work. He does work full-time, but, like, on the weekends, come Saturday and Sunday, he'll start drinking it.
What's your question?
Hold on, what does he do?
He drinks.
What job does he do?
He works in a warehouse.
Okay. Listen.
I don't want to give the name of it.
No, I understand, but get a picture of him next to a forklift, so if he hits it big one day, there'll be a picture of him working. We can all identify with, and then buy his series of cassettes.
No.
All right, and
he doesn't drink it.
What is your question?
He only drinks on the weekends, though.
Right, and then at night after work when he gets
every
home.
day.
Because that's every day then.
Yeah. What's your question?
Well, I want to know, how do you know when it's become a problem? Like if he
does he have a family?
An alcoholic, or because his great grandparents were alcoholics.
Okay, and how about parents and grandparents?
No.
Nobody did any pot or drugs or alcohol?
Oh, my husband and I, back in the 70s, I mean, we smoked weed a few times.
Did somebody become a daily user?
No.
And so, does he live at home?
Yes, he does.
And he comes home, and what does he do?
Well, he usually comes home and just, with dinner. I mean, when he comes home, he pops open a can of beer.
Right.
And at 19, that's okay with you?
And no, I don't like it.
So why do you allow it?
well, because he said he's going to do it anyway, and we would rather have him at home.
Okay, that is a grave misconception, of miscarriage of parenting.
That's what my stepmom...
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That bitch said the exact... She would rather I not drink and not be at home, she said.
No, because, see, I remember
19.
as a child, like, back
Listen,
in
I'm telling you,
70s.
listen to me. The way to parent is you set down the clearest limits, the clearest boundaries work the best. So if you don't want him to do something, you tell him it's not okay, and it's not okay. And then listen to me, and then you begin withdrawing whatever support you offer him as a consequence for any continuation of that behavior. And if that behavior continues, in spite of him losing important sources of resource or emotional support, then you have an alcoholic on your hands. Because alcoholism is not defined by how much you drink or how frequently you drink, but A, that there's a family history, and B, that there's continued use in the face of consequence. Period. Even if you're drinking once a month. So that's it.
Okay, well, my husband and
I can virtually guarantee you're dealing with an alcoholic.
I'll leave her alone. Go ahead, Kim.
We did have an argument over it, and my husband has cut down on buying it for him. I won't buy it.
All right, well, off he goes. You're enabling him terribly, Kim. Terribly enabling.
Son, you're down to 2 cases a week. You want to go for... six packs? Keep talking.
Profoundly enabling behaviors here.
All right. You're at 5 6-packs a week, son. You want to go for 1 case? Keep belching. All right. Now you're in a case, smart guy. That's like 4 beers a night. You're going to be making your own liquor store runs. And none of the hard stuff either. I'll stop filling your flask before you go to work. Then we'll see how good you feel, hot shot.
She hates it, but her husband buys it for him.
It's ridiculous. This is a terribly disturbed
Son,
situation.
you're this close to going domestic. I'll stop bringing the Sapporos home and the Heinekens home. You'll be drinking Bud and Schlitz. You understand me?
Good wine.
Let's listen. The guy's 19. He's almost 20. Works full time. He drinks 6 at night. It's time to move out.
That's for sure.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Loveline, fast growing outlaw radio North America. We got ourselves a 50,000 watt flamethrower over here, kids. Checking in with traffic, surfing weather coming up in just a few months. We'll check at the top of the hour. I like to say top of the hour a lot, too. Heading down, coming up to the top of the hour, just past the top of the hour, nearing the top of the hour. Checking in with weather, slow and go on the traffic scene. Watch out for brake lights on the 110 and 405. All right. Jim and Tom are both here from Jimmy Eat World. We just ran into the other room and watched yourself some Tom Vu. And Drew?
Yeah.
See, all the things I talk about that you've never heard of?
Never heard of.
But you understand now that I don't exaggerate when I tell you about these things?
Not one molecule.
Oh.
I love him.
Boy. Yeah.
I like Tom Vu.
He is my hero.
Genius.
You're a fella.
You're a fella. You're a fella. You're too chicken to try to work hard, like me. You see these bitches? That's my toys. This scarab boat, that's my toy. I live in a mansion with fountain taller than me.
Surrounded by beautiful women.
You see this picture? That's me at 5. I have no money. I crap in jammies.
No speak English.
I no master the word English. And then we come over, we boat people.
We take our jobs.
We boat people. Now I'm new kind of boat person. I on scarab boat with blonde bitches. He's great. You tell people get in your way, they try to tell you no. You tell them get out of the way. I'm going to be successful. Tom Fu. He's great. And what about those testimonials from the people that actually made the money?
Oh, my God.
Convincing.
You know, in just about every testimonial I've seen on TV, the reason these guys are always sort of criminal / Dawn of the Dead type personalities is because if they had somebody that was articulate, bright, and smart, you'd go, well, of course this guy makes money. He's a genius. But they get guys on there and go, Tom Vu taught me the secret of success, and I have unlocked the inner millionaire. And you go, if this moron can cash in, I mean, if this guy can make $1 million, I'll make 10. You know, isn't that what's... behind every testimonial, isn't that sort of what's lying
so.
just beneath the surface?
I think so.
If this fat truck driver and his ugly-ass wife with the matching belt buckle can cash in, I'm going to be rich. I mean, because you got to feel, whoever it is that's doing the testimonial, you got to feel a lot smarter than they are. And these people did not disappoint, am I right?
Not one bit.
All right, we'll watch more Tom Fu in the next break. Ben?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Drew, I had to drag you out of that room. Are you kidding?
No, I mean,
You
oh,
love Tom.
boy.
You love Tom,
Yeah,
right?
Tom's awesome.
I like him.
Ben, you're 13.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I was running laps today, and, like, I think I have a kidney stone or something, and I know I'm, like, young, but I was running laps, and, like, my balls started to hurt. Same with my lower back. It was only a second. I thought, like, it was a stitch or something, so I drank, like, a lot of water. Then at football practice, it happened again when I was running. And, like, it's been hurting, like, ever since football practice. Like, every time I even move, I have to, like, keep no weight off my left foot.
Well, Ben, the other thing it could be is a torsion in the testicle. That testicle can twist on itself and cut off its own blood supply, and that's actually a very serious thing.
That sucks.
It does suck, and it's painful, and it needs to be dealt with. So you got to tell someone about this. Is the testy tender or swelling?
I've like told my mom and dad.
Is the testy?
It's just like sore, but
Is it sort of touch?
well,
He hasn't touched it yet.
He's no fag. He doesn't
I just touch
bag
it
off
around.
with himself.
It just feels like
handling
the
his
day.
balls.
It just, like, really hurts when I move.
Squeeze the testy. Does it hurt?
Oh, hold on. You want him to do it now?
Yes.
Hey, Ben?
Yeah.
You squeeze it? Did you?
Like any other day.
All right. Well, that's less likely to be the torsion. And you're right. Kidney stones do this kind of thing too. And also,
I'm
they're
really young though.
you're kind of young, and also there are back problems and causes. But be that as it may, it needs to be evaluated. I mean, I wouldn't mess around with
you have
this.
kidney stones at 13?
It'd be pretty rare. No, it's such a thing.
Hey, Ben?
Yeah.
What do you play, Pop Warner football?
No, flag football.
No, flag.
That's what I did at 13.
Really?
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm like
Not everyone
wide
was
receiver and rush, and that's it.
Let me tell you something about flag football. They got to remove the L from that equation. They'd be right on. Right on. It's just one consonant heavy.
Faggot better run.
Flag football at 13.
Come on.
Please. You played flag at 13?
Of course.
What the hell's going on with you?
It's all the option we had.
You could have played Pop Warner.
I played flag.
See?
Oh,
You're gay.
Man.
I'll admit it.
And what's next? Soccer? Talk to this, Ben. Ben, you got to get in Pop Warner. You get
I don't
uniforms.
think we have that at my school. My school's like really, really.
No, you don't play it at your school. You play it in your neighborhood, your city.
Well, what is it? It's just like tag or something?
No. It's
Listen.
full contact.
You know what football is?
Oh, okay.
That's what it
Tackle
is.
Football.
Yeah. You know,
No, I'm like a tiny guy though.
No, listen.
I'm 5 feet tall, and I weigh 85 pounds.
Then
or
you
something.
Testicle hurts.
you play wide out then.
Oh, Anderson, shut up.
All right. Stuffing socks in your pocket and running around, mincing around until somebody pulls one of them out. That's not football. All right, let's. What's wrong with this ball, Zoe? Is he all right?
You have to get this checked out like
Drew,
tomorrow.
How come I used to get cramps? Everyone used to get cramps when you were running, and now you don't. That stitch.
A liver cramp, yeah.
That stitch in your side.
Yeah.
Is that because you weren't hydrated?
You weren't in shape, basically.
No, I was though.
It's from drinking water, right? Before
They always used to tell you it's from drinking water, but then they wouldn't let us drink any water, and we get the cramp.
It's funny. It's something that was never mentioned in medical school. It's always talked about as something your liver becoming congested and swelling in its shell, basically.
But is it just me, or is it you guys too? Where I remember when you were doing a lot of running. When you were younger, you would get that stitch in your side.
Never.
And now you don't.
Never, yeah.
Now, why is that? And does it have to do with being 15 or 14,
Maybe
or
the
you're
liver's
just
more active.
you're being hydrated properly now?
It's not the no. It's not
It has
the
nothing to do with hydration.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, you don't seem to know what it is, though.
I know I dehydrate myself all the time while I'm running, and not even way worse than I used to when I was a little.
So that stitch thing.
Fag football player.
Thank you. There's a movement afoot to get rid of the L. I'm gonna campaign to get that.
Now, maybe when during growth and development, your liver is much more active metabolically, and maybe that's
Is that stitch you feel? That's your liver.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what name is that?
Soria?
Mm-hmm.
How do you say your name?
Soria. Like Soria Bonali.
You shut up. What's your name?
Soria.
Okay, see, it's not
Soria.
Soria. It's Soria.
Whatever.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go back to flag football.
Fag football. Go ahead.
Okay, yesterday I had a Polynesian performance, and I wear coconuts, and they got so hot that they burned my breast, and now I have, I don't know, burned skin on my nipples, and I don't know, will it, ruin my breast forever?
We get this call all the time. You take...
I mean, this fire sticks got too close to the coconuts?
No, it's just from the sun.
You did a Polynesian performance.
Uh-huh.
That's where you wear a coconuts for a bikini top?
Yes.
Where do you do this?
Florida?
I do it, I don't know, for things that my uncle does. I don't know. I'm in a group, so.
Like videotape you? What does your uncle do?
No, we are in a group, and, we do performances for people that asks us to, and then we're going to go into competition pretty soon, so.
Is there a circuit? I mean, is there money to be made once you turn pro?
I have no idea.
And do you have, is there, a big guy with the big calves who does the fire thing?
No, we don't have any guy dancers.
Oh, just you girls?
Yeah.
But is it, so it's basically, is it like hula dancing?
Yeah, and we do Tahitian and, New Zealand stuff, and it's...
And you do that thing where they're tink on the drum and your ass is moving real fast?
Yeah.
Traditional stuff. It's cool.
That sounds good. Do you have big boobs?
No.
Oh, okay. Bad times.
Like
do
me.
you get smaller coconuts, or does everyone wear the same size coconut?
Well, I had to get some bigger than my breast because the ones that were my size didn't fit, so...
Right. And do you make those, or is there a place you buy those?
We bought them.
You buy coconut tops?
Mm-hmm.
And are they just coconut halves that have been drilled out and have cloth put through them?
Yeah, I think so.
That would look weird, just with the coconut milk coming out.
Does it ever drip down, the coconut milk?
No.
All right.
Your burn will heal. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
You got sunburn on the chest, then.
No, the coconut got hot and actually...
No, it did not.
So my breast will keep on growing.
No,
yes,
the coconut didn't get hot and burn you. I know that's what you're saying, but it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It's just it's not going to work that way.
It's like a carpet burn.
Makes sense to me.
No, it doesn't. It's like saying your belt buckle got hot and burned your belly.
If you were dancing and couldn't reach down and get rid of it, it'd burn you.
No, that coconut wouldn't do that. It just wouldn't. It irritated. I'm sure she's dancing a million miles an hour, and her nipples are swapping up against the inside of this coconut and being irritated. But the sun is not heating up the coconut and burning her nipples.
Skin irritation.
Yeah, it's contact. This is a burn from friction, not from the sun's punishing rays. Thank you. I should really work in some sort of
detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawaii 5-0, the new generation. Jason?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'd just like to say, Adam, big fan of yours. Love the Man Show.
Thank you.
Watch all the time. Drew, you're great. And
where's my theme song?
Nice delivery.
Adam, love the theme song idea.
Thank you.
Think you should do it.
Thank you.
My question, or basically a request, I was just wondering if you could play the Dr. Drew Boogie.
Well, we have not now. Unacceptable. You don't want to hear the Dr. Drew Shuffle. You want to hear the Dr. Drew Boogie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a rich tradition on this show of saying we're going to do stuff later and then not doing it. So we'd like to keep that alive.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do it later.
We'll hear the Dr. Drew Boogie in a couple breaks from now, right?
Perfect.
And then we'll all forget about it. Fantastic. Have you guys heard the Dr. Drew Boogie?
He hasn't, Jason.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't?
You want it now?
That's nice.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, we should hear it. What is it, a minute long?
All right.
All right, let's hear that. Here you go. Go, Drew. Shake your ass.
Wait, that does sound familiar.
This cooks, though, doesn't it?
Needs a little Tahitian drum behind it.
Ow! Get down, get down.
Asshole.
Get down, get down. Get down, get down.
You're fat.
Get down, get down.
I find you have sex with me. Gee, it hurts, have sex with me. Faggot better have sex with me. I want to have sex with me. I was born, so I had anal sex. Gee, it hurts. I'm still a virgin. Tried to be straight, or I thought I should be straight. I was confused. You know, pee on this makes me sick. It hurts when I urinate. It makes me sick. Anal sex makes me sick. This guy's penis makes me sick. I've had anal sex, but felt no effect. Got these lesions. Gee, it hurts. I'm still a virgin. It makes me sick. It's called intimacy. Can I say that? Ow! You're fat. You're gay. Ow! Confused. You're sick. You're overweight. You're still a virgin. You're dysfunctional. Not acceptable.
Dr. Drew is right.
I'm a rapist.
Oh, no, Drew, the mic was...
The mic's on now? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Hold on a second. Seriously. Anderson always pots up the mics a few seconds before the song ends.
Right.
So don't yell things you might not want over the air.
Be quiet. Shh. Come on, don't be such a pussy.
All right. I'm just warning you, buddy. That's all. Well, there you go. The Dr. Drew Boogie. Was that Dr. Joyce Brothers at the end? She was. Dr.
You know what that's from?
Right.
You know what that's from?
You were on...
No, you and I.
Oh, I was on her show, too?
No, we were on Lisa, like 100 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah. That's right.
That was our first experience with the big crowd on stage.
Oh, I'll tell you, one day I'm going to get really high and I'm going to look at like us on Keenan, like 1996, and I'm going to pull out the tape of us on the home team, the Terry Bradshaw show. That was like some morning TV show.
It's going to be like Clockwork Orange. You're going to prop my eyes open and make me watch it.
We did the home team, the Terry Bradshaw daytime show that lasted about 10 minutes. And remember, we met the Backstreet Boys?
Yes. Didn't know who they were.
They were not the Backstreet Boys. There was like a big break for them to get to do the Terry Bradshaw show, and they came up and they were like, "Oh, we're big fans. We want to meet you guys." And I was thinking, "Who are you guys?" We're the Backstreet Boys.
They call us the Backstreet. We're kind of sing, dance. We're like, what?
All right, kids, enjoy, because it's right back to the malt shop after this. I love it. I'm the worst gauge. I would have bet $1 million that this would have been their last TV appearance. All right, Drew, where are we? Your call dropped
we
off
lost
there.
That guy.
Jimmy Eat World is on our show tonight. We'll hear something else off of the CD before the night is through. Probably in just a few minutes. Michelle?
Yeah?
You're 11?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey. I just want to say hi, Drew, Adam, Jim, Tom.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
Hi. The question's for Jim. I want to know, I'm a little nervous right now, so sorry.
That's okay.
On Bleed American, the song, how do you get your voice to kind of like vibrate? Like, I don't know. I can't really find any other words to put it in, but it sounds really cool, and I don't know.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
No.
I guess the, what is that technique called, Tom?
Vibrato.
Vibrato, I guess? I don't know. I didn't really study, like, voice, so I don't quite understand it. I just can do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Give us a little vibration. Can you do that?
Cool.
I can't.
Come on.
Come on, I'm shy.
Tom, do you know what the vibrato is? I mean, you know voice, right?
Yeah.
You sing a little opera?
What?
Drew, do a little vibrato. Drew can do it. Drew,
I tried.
Drew sung opera.
I tried.
Give a little vibrato. Come on.
No.
Well, what is that, Drew? You understand what that is?
Yeah, just when you sing, your voice moves a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, my God.
This is Drew.
Oh, my God.
Drew singing opera. He's actually singing. What's on, Ben Stein?
Yeah. Is this like a walk through memory lane night? Is that the whole idea here tonight?
This is your crappy life.
Yeah.
No way.
Huh?
Really?
You can hear how crappy that is. Listen.
Who's accompanying you on the piano?
Some guy they set up for me.
Really? Wow.
Some guy.
That's really no way.
That's
me.
Drew.
That's good.
They've got the tape to go with it.
When he wasn't playing flag football, he was practicing opera. Now you know he became such a man.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's got a real voice.
He has a real voice.
Hey, Drew, how do you stumble into opera at, age 15?
Yeah,
How do you know you can do that?
You don't.
Well, what happened? What did your parents do?
No,
They
didn't.
Do you have an eating disorder because of that?
Not because of that.
What happened?
Didn't know I could sing at all, and all of a sudden I was doing a musical in high school.
Right,
and
which
somebody
one?
said,
Fiddler?
Yes,
Fiddler?
yes.
Were you Tevye?
Yes.
I'm half Jew. I can do this.
And somebody said, hey, you can sing, take some lessons. So I take some lessons. Then very quickly you get bored with singing musical stuff. Somebody hands you classical music and you start going. It's more interesting.
Were you singing, Italian? What was the main language?
That was Italian, yeah.
Is that the main language of opera?
French, Italian, German.
Yeah. So you end up sort of speaking those languages
sort
a
of
little bit.
reading them, yeah. Not speaking them. I mean, I speak French. That was already done.
Right. Good times. All right.
North to Alaska, come on, the rush is on.
That's what I was doing. Meanwhile, I was basically hitting balls of foil with a expired paper towel tube. That's how I spent. That's how I spent my formative years.
My favorite part
opera class.
about that Ben Stein thing, though, is Ben was so smitten with that. I mean, it was kind of a trick. I mean, I sung a piece of an easy aria.
Right.
I mean,
Is that easy? Was that an easy one?
Yeah.
Isn't it all tough, though?
No.
What's a tough one?
There's lots of tough ones, and he was like, because he fancies himself knowledgeable about this stuff. He just waxed poetic for 20 minutes. It was so funny.
Wow. Well, then we should put that on the tape. All right.
Hello?
Lynn.
Yes.
You're 35.
Yes.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. Is this Adam?
Yeah.
Hi, Adam.
Hey.
Hello, Drew.
Lynn?
My question is that I talk to my girlfriends, because we sit around and we talk about sex, and I was telling them that I enjoy.
That's what happens at 30 in the early mid 30s.
I'm in my prime.
Yeah.
So I enjoy watching my boyfriend masturbate.
Mm-hmm.
And
has it always been like that for you, or is that just lately that's been happening?
No. I've always been kind of fascinated by that.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I don't have one, but
you don't have a penis.
That whole penis thing. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Anyway, so that's like.
And yet, you brought it up rather prominently as something important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've worn a strap-on.
You have?
Oh.
just around or sexually?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Making waffles, just throw it on.
But I don't think that's abnormal.
I'll put one on and slide it around to the back in case someone's thinking about making a move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, Lynn, it's normal.
First line of
So I love
defense.
the man show, too.
That's not so normal,
Thank you, Lynn.
For a woman, that's kind of bizarre.
Lynn, what's wrong with you?
I hope nothing.
You sound a little spacey.
I've been playing cards, drinking beer.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a server.
I see. Did you ever
What does that mean?
waitress? Did you ever do any?
I'm a cocktail server.
Ever do any stripping?
No.
All right. Are you an actress or?
No.
What do you?
I'm a mother. I have 2 sons.
Oh, okay.
I'm divorced for the last 4 years.
Okay.
Married 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you like to watch your boyfriend beat off?
Yeah, and lately the girls, they're like, ooh, and I don't. That's normal, though. I think
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's not abnormal. And I'm not sure it's a sort of majority opinion. That's a fascinating
Not
thing.
at the
But
top
I've
at
had
most.
boyfriends
Liz.
that won't do it in front of me, too.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Temerity, those guys.
I'll do it in front of them.
I wouldn't do it in front of you either, but all you have to do is, here's how you could do it. You just leave the room, shut the door, and then come back like 15 to 20 seconds later. I'd probably be beating off. What's that?
Sleeping, and it'll wake me up.
I see him masturbating.
Yeah. And next thing you know, we're having sex.
That's good.
I
Good.
love that sex.
Good. Make sure the kids are in the room.
Oh, yeah. Usually my boyfriend doesn't stay with me unless the kids are with their dad on the weekend.
I see. All right. And when he masturbates in front of you, though, he has an orgasm, right?
Yes.
And then what do?
I have one, too.
Oh, you do? Can you time them?
Not really.
So you're masturbating as well?
Well, sometimes he'll, come on a part of my body.
Right.
Yeah.
A part?
Yeah.
Like your liver?
Well, you know,
Pancreas.
outside of my body.
Oh, outside.
I
say that was stupid. You're right. Yeah, it'd have to be on you.
But I wasn't going to say anything.
In you.
For
You know, I've
shoulder.
heard about you being...
Right. No, I wasn't thinking. What part's his part, or does he keep moving around until he's covered you? You know what I mean? Like, you ever look on the back of those Winnebagos, and they got a map of the United States, and the couples, they've colored in, well, we've been to Wyoming, Utah, and Florida, but we've not yet been to California. So that's where you're aiming for, right? You don't want to go back to Wyoming. You've colored in that part of the map. That's what I would do. I would grid her off and say, well, I got her shoulder. That was last week.
Left shoulder.
Left shoulder. So what's in the strategic strike zone? Well, I'd say the right shoulder, and then the whole right side, quite frankly, I've stayed away from. Saving it, you know. It's going to be a long winter. All right, Jimmy Eat World is our guest. We'll for sure hear something off of the new CD when we come back. Hey, there we go. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jim and Tom are here from Jimmy Eat World. We're going to hear something off the Bleed American CD. I'll take one call, and then we'll hear a song. Good. What do you say? All right. Let's talk to Aaron, who's 26. Aaron?
Hello.
Hey.
I just had a question for Jim. I was just wondering what made you decide to put the 2 Go Big Casino songs on the new CD.
Well, basically, when we were sitting down to decide which songs we would go in the studio to make the Bleed American record, I just kind of laid out all the songs I've been working on, and they chose. Everyone in the band chose a couple of songs I had ready to go with for a side project that was called Go Big Casino, and it just we just sat down and picked out what songs we thought were the best overall tunes, and a couple of those just happened to make it.
What was the side project?
It was just like a kind of more mellow sort of thing,
acoustic-y.
Like yeah, more acoustic based, kind of less rock. Something you don't need like earplugs to go see,
right?
Kind of music. So that's how they got there.
Okay.
All right, Aaron.
Thanks a lot.
All right, we're going to hear something off the CD right now. You queued up there, Anderson? Yep. This one's called The Middle. That was Jimmy Eat World. That's off the Bleed American CD. And these guys are going to be out with Blink and out with Sum 41.
Yep.
Yeah. Both good bands and good guys. Both been on the show semi-recently. Do you know everybody? The Sum 41ers?
Yeah,
mostly.
Yeah.
Just got off of a tour. We were out with them for like a month.
Yeah, they could probably be a pain in the ass out on the road, right?
Nah,
no, they're good?
They're cool guys. Both bands.
Tom had to teach that riff to his guitar students. He teaches guitar back home.
Really?
Yeah, I used to.
I love this riff.
Yeah.
This is my second choice for theme song as I enter restaurants and other establishments around the United States. But I settled on this. Lindsay?
Yeah.
You're 19?
What's up?
What's up?
I had a question, and for you, Adam. I keep asking you every time, you still haven't brought Dave Matthews on.
Oh, we haven't? Well, we'd like Dave Matthews to come on.
What's up?
Well, you know, not everyone is dying to do this show.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, one quick question. I have a question for Drew. When my boyfriend ejaculates on me, I get really, I'm just burning down there big time.
Immediately, or does it come later? Or
Like when I go to the bathroom?
So you have pain when you urinate?
Yeah.
And it's only
and it
when...
burns, well, actually, a little after I'm going to the bathroom also. It's not just during.
A little after you go to the bathroom.
Yeah. And I'm on birth control and everything. I don't know if it's like an allergic reaction or...
Well, but how do you know that it has to do with his ejaculate?
Because and it's not just a little burning, it's bad.
Yeah, but again...
I know, you didn't answer the question, though.
Why would it be the ejaculation and not just the sex that gives you the problem?
Because I noticed it's never happened to me like that before, and I just noticed it was
Never happened before with him,
Yeah.
and it suddenly started happening with
It's
him.
just, I mean, I normally don't let him come inside me, but I did one time, and I just burned right after.
And the burn was with urination.
Yeah. And after I was done urinating, like, I still burned, like, throughout,
The vagina burn.
like, for about an hour.
So not like you had the pee burn, but like the outside the vagina hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there are people can get allergic reactions to semen, and there can be sort of chemical types of irritation from it.
Do you guys have?
That's possible.
Do you have vigorous sex?
Vigorous?
Yeah.
Like, a lot?
No.
No, I mean like fast or hard.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, not that bad.
No, here's what we're getting at.
Yeah.
This can come from the vigorous sex, right?
But she really isn't describing pain with urination. She
kind of was.
Yeah, she kind of was. But then she said pretty clearly the urine gets on the vagina, and that
It makes it burn
makes
more.
it burn more. That's what makes her notice
I
the burning.
see. All right, but I don't know. I don't think
What
you're.
do you think it is, Joe? Just like
I think it may just be an allergic reaction, but again, he can wear a condom, and that will be that.
Yeah.
Is it common? Well, I am
It's-
taking birth control.
Yeah, it's pretty common. I mean, it happens.
Okay.
We've had it before.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this friend once. His semen was so potent. And he was upstairs in my house beating off, and I was downstairs watching TV, and it melted through the floor. It was like, you see that movie Alien?
Which reminded me. That reminds me.
Yeah. It kept going.
Another thing I miss from 70s television, acid. Everyone's always obsessed with muriatic, hydrochloric. Acid's going to burn through things.
Because someone would ultimately get in a fight in a lab environment, and then they'd reach for a beaker that was clearly marked acid, and then they'd throw it in the guy's face. And it was great that the guy held his face.
Or it'd be some huge steel, bolt.
People would fall into acid.
They drop an acid. It would
yeah.
eat through the bolt or the door or something.
There was also, there was acid that would be spilled and would eat a hole in the floor, too.
Every acid did that, of course.
What happened with this country's fascination with acid? Is it gone now?
It's gone.
Now all I hear about is antacid. I think we're trying to get rid of acid. We used to be. To me, it's like, I don't know if acid did not exist before 1973, and then it went away in 1985 or something.
Just like James Bond invented acid or something, right?
Right.
It was the Bond thing, wasn't
you're
it?
right. There was one kind of acid. That's the kind of acid that would kill you.
It
eat
metal.
through your hand
Yeah.
and burn your face.
Yeah.
And now I think we've realized that there's some acid that's kind of benign and even useful. Acid can be good. Is that what we've learned?
I was shocked.
It's no longer a big killer. The only thing that does less killing is quicksand.
That's right.
Between quicksand and acid, there were millions and millions of people claimed every year, and now no one seems to go. I'd like to see a guy get hit with acid and fall into some quicksand while he's burning, to do like a real 70s TV 1-2 punch.
Well, back to the point.
Thank you. Ross?
Hello, yes.
You're 24.
I am.
What's up?
Drew, Adam, Loveline is awesome.
Great.
And Tom and Jim, I saw you guys at Nita's Hideaway in May when you guys filmed the video for Bleed American. It was awesome.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Got a question for you about the new album. I heard some of the demos of Bleed American before it was released, and I've noticed that there's a lot of differences between the demos and the album cuts. I was wondering, what accounts for the differences? Was that just the band you guys making revisions, or was that Mark, or how did that all come down?
A little bit of both. Normally especially with this record, since we paid for it all ourselves to make it, we wanted to make sure that we had our act together as much as possible before we went in the studio and press record for real. So we would demo things at my house like maybe 3 or 4 times before we actually went in the studio. So there were kind of a lot of revisions made. I'm not sure exactly what stage of the revisions that you have.
How did you hear the demos, Ross?
Napster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I think
so,
I know.
I'm not sure where they come out either. But what about DreamWorks? Did they have any hand in that, or was the album done before you guys got signed on with them?
Actually, our producer, Mark Trombino, put the demos on Napster, which was fine with us. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we were touring kind of a lot before we went into the studio, and we wanted to give fans a way to hear some of the songs, because we know it sucks to see a band play and they play all new songs, unless all songs you're not familiar with anyway. So we wanted to try to give people a little bit of the fans could hear the songs on their computer and then come to the show and see it.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean it because I've had this happen many times where you go see a band 5 years straight, and this is in my youth. I don't leave the house anymore, but I just see if I can burn a hole in the floor with my own semen now. But I'd go out and I'd see him, and I'd be like, oh, he's playing the stuff off the new album. And then I'd go get the album, and I'd dig the album. And then I'd go see him next year, and it was the same problem. Oh, he's playing the new stuff. I wish he'd play the stuff he played last time that I couldn't enjoy because I hadn't heard it first. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So this is good. People can, it erases that sort of catch-22 of touring. Let's talk to, we're running a little bit late. Joy?
Yes.
26?
Yep.
I think we're going to take ourselves a little break.
All right.
What's your question?
Jim and Tom, Joy,
Yes.
San Diego. How is the birth of Zach and Holly's baby girl going to affect your touring and recording and all that stuff?
All right. Hold on, Joy?
Yeah.
That wasn't a good enough question. Hold on. I want someone who's like crotch is on fire or something. We'll get to Joy's question, and Tom can answer that, but hold on a second. Shannon?
Yes?
You're 24?
Yep.
While you sleep, you scratch your clitoris
Yep.
until it bleeds?
Until it bleeds.
There you go. That's good radio.
Ow.
Right, hold on. All right?
Okay.
All right, don't doze off. Just stay there.
All right, I'm with you.
All right. Or like, if I scratched my penis off while I was sleeping, I'd duct tape oven mittens onto my hands before I went to bed. All right, we're going to take a little break, and we'll get back with all your questions after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew over there. Jimmy Eat World is the name of the band. Jim and Tom are both here from the band. Bleed American is the name of the CD, out in stores as we speak. We got a few more minutes, so let's see if we can get through a few calls. Shannon.
Yes.
So you scratch your clitoris until it bleeds while you're asleep.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I was calling to get your insight on that.
Is it still there?
Yes, it's still there.
It's under a fingernail.
And you have no medical problems.
Nope.
You're not on medication.
Nope.
Anything weird happen to you when you were a kid?
Not that I know of.
And do you have an irritation that you'd be just scratching?
It doesn't seem like it. I don't know why I do
Are
it.
you sure you're scratching it? Maybe it's just some other sort of problem down there?
Well, I know I'm scratching because my fiancé tells me. It wakes him up at night.
Scratching.
Yep.
Can you get like a chastity belt or something? I mean, can you put something on?
I've tried that. I've tried like wearing jeans to bed that are tight so I can't get my hand down there.
Yeah.
And it does not help.
Do you have a sleep disturbance?
No.
I mean, you don't wake up when you're tearing a second hole in yourself
Not
there?
at all.
You get through the jeans?
That's a sleep problem.
Yeah, I agree with you. You get through the jeans?
Yeah.
Listen, if you put a pair of tight jeans on and go to bed, and then in the middle of the night, while you're asleep, unfasten the jeans, slide your hand down there, and do damage to your vagina, you got a sleep problem.
Sleep disorder, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You should be waking up at some point in the taking the jeans off.
You have no problem. Never been in a hospital for any reason?
Nope.
Never under psychiatric care?
Mm-mm.
And this is something new that's been happening to you?
I've probably been doing this for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years.
Well, originally she was a guy, but she scratched her penis off. There's just a hole there. Yeah. You got to scratch yourself some boobs. Hey, Shannon?
Yes.
I think if you weren't molested and nobody did anything weird to you, you know, in your sleep when you were 5 and you can't remember, do you think there's something like that going on?
I don't think so.
Are you having nightmares?
Nope, not at all.
And otherwise, your life is normal?
Yeah.
Do you have any other sleep disturbance type related things?
Not a one.
You don't sleepwalk, night terrors, anything like that?
No.
No history of any kind of medical problem, seizure disorders?
No. I'm stumped.
All right.
So are we.
I think it's a sleep disturbance.
Well, it is certainly there is a sleep component to this. There's no doubt about it. Just by virtue of the fact that she's able to do so much without waking up. And I couldn't undo jeans and go urinate if I had to go in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No, I do. I wake up to scratch my nuts, and then it's right back to bed. I got to turn the
Even
light
you.
on to find my nuts.
Yeah.
So they're all over the place. They get wrapped around my leg while I sleep.
Could have left
I
them at
roll
the gym
around.
or something, you know?
They're in the locker. The
There you
gay
go.
guy at the Y got hold of them.
That's where we started.
Kevin,
Yo, what up?
you're 17. Your girlfriend orgasms really loud.
Yeah, well, she doesn't really orgasm loud the whole time, just like
Yeah.
really loud.
And there's people around?
Sometimes, like, I try to make it so she's like so we're alone, but
Right.
there's really nowhere we can go. I mean, we both have parents, we both live at home.
Has there ever been anything embarrassing?
Well, one night I went over to her house and I was spending the night at her friend's house, but I snuck over there and we kind of woke up her mom.
Yeah. Can you tell her to keep it down?
She can't orgasm unless she's loud.
What?
Can you? Will she take offense to you putting a pillow over her head?
Well, we've tried that. It just doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, that'll work. I mean, you'll kill a few of them, but once you work the technique down, because at the beginning I used to press too hard for too long, and I'd be like, "Okay, quit kidding."
Wait a minute. How did this thing with the
it was
mom
like
go?
I had to bury him.
Oh,
What?
Where?
Come on, Drew. You know I'm in enough trouble.
How did this thing go down with the mom waking
The
up?
mom was upstairs. She was screaming. Listen,
Would the mom come down and go, will you kids stop making so much noise when you're having sex? I mean, what happened there? What
if
happened?
you're going to bang the bejesus out of my daughter's friends, you're going to have to do it in a more quiet way.
What did the mom do?
Well, she kind of got pissed off at us, and
Did she know what was going on?
well, yeah.
All right. You give her a wooden spoon to bite on like she's having her leg amputated. You put a pillow over someone's head, it works. I mean, you got to work the breathing thing out, but other than that small obstacle, it can really silence somebody.
Good time.
I suggest you work the pillow. I'd like to invent a pillow that had some sort of breathing apparatus worked into it where you could, look like you're suffocating somebody, but just shutting them up.
How about a sound, a cone of silence?
A cone of silence.
Get smart. Josh?
Yeah.
You're 25?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, Adam, Drew, love your show, long-time listener.
Thank you.
My question's actually for Jim. Jim, you know me. This is Josh Lowe.
Hey, Josh, what's up, dude?
Not much, man. Keep showing up the damnedest places.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
You guys went to high school together?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim was a mentor, sort of.
Thanks, Josh.
Well, yeah, I was just calling to see, ask you, did DreamWorks play an instrumental part in your exposure as opposed to Columbia Records? Because, and I just noticed just the amount of exposure you've gotten since the release of the new album as opposed to your other ones.
I'm not sure what to exactly attribute to it. It seems like press and everything kind of feeds on itself. Like you get a couple people with names, saying good things about you. Then soon after that, more people want to write about you and things. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure things out myself.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Look, I got to put you on hold, but Jim can talk to you off the air and give you a fake phone number. So just hang on a second. I feel bad for Joy over here. Weren't we talking to her at the beginning?
Make it quick.
Joy? Joyce, you're 26.
Yeah. Whatever.
You asked how will the birth of the drummer's
Zach.
child? Yeah.
This is Joyce. I know you, right?
Yes, you
What's
know
up,
me.
Joyce?
Hi.
So Zach's, the drummer of our band, had a baby girl on Saturday.
Really?
Her name is Ava. Everything went fine. Everything's fine. And we're going to take October off. And then November 1st, we go on tour with Blink. So we just have a month off.
If Blink will travel.
If they'll travel.
All right, Joyce?
No.
Okay. Do you know Joyce? She sounds like a big pain in the ass.
Aren't you glad you went to that one out? Good.
Well, do you know Joyce? I hate this, Joyce. Hey, Joyce?
What?
Can you come out here and blow me?
I will.
All right. Hold on. I'm just going to put my penis out of the mail slot, all right? I don't want to come in contact with you.
Bye, Joyce.
There should be enough. How thick's that glass? It's about only a quarter inch? Oh, there'll still be enough coming out there, yeah. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys. Yeah? All right. Well, there you go.
We're done.
That was fun. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
Well, thank Jim and Tom for coming in here and tell you that Bleed American is the name of the CD, and you should go out and get it if you haven't already. Say hi to the Blink guys and the Sum 41 guys for us.
Yeah, we'll do.
And hopefully when you get back from Europe, you'll come back in here again.
Would love to.
It'd be nice.
It was a joy. I got a good vibe off these kids.
Joy and a
don't you?
pleasure, yes.
Did you like them?
These young guys, you know.
These kids.
We're good kids.
So many kids today have an attitude, but not you kids. You kids are the good ones. And you only hear about the bad ones, but you don't hear people talking about the good kids, and you guys are some of them, and I'm going to talk about them. And if it makes me uncool to talk about the good kids,
so be it.
So be it. Well, then I'm uncool. But if that's uncool, then I want to be uncool. If that's uncool.
Hey, how about a little flag football? Let's go.
Flag football. All right. So until next time. This is, Be Real's going to be in here. He's a great kid. He's one of the good kids, too, except for he's older than I am.
And
he smokes
Deftone.
tons of weed, and Steven from the Deftones is going to be in here. So, until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
Yeah.
You're 21?
Yep.
You're on with Jimmy Eat Cowboy World.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingalls. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.